Okay. Are we live? Yes, we are. There we go. Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, College Park, honey. College Park, College Park, College Park. College Park goes down, yes. Live, work, play in every part of town. College Park is Georgia's front door. College Park, we've got so much in store. War One is our history, and War Two is our hospitality. War Three, cruising down Godby, and War Four is our legacy. College Park is where it all goes down. Live, work, play in every part of town. College Park is Georgia's front door. College Park, we've got so much in store. Hey, what's going on, babies? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I was supposed to be doing this from the car, but then I had got a phone call, and it interrupted me. And so I had to take that post down because I never got back to it, right? So I came in the house so that I can make sure that we get this done today and this evening. I was going to wait till in the morning because I know I got to go to work in the morning, right down to the donut factory. But I may have something different in the morning, honey. It depends on how the Lord works me. Okay. However, I want to come in tonight because I want to explain to you guys what's going on. I'm sitting up here, I'm making sure other folks know that I'm on right now, so that they can come and join in, because I know, I thank y'all, honey, this is becoming a thing. I thank y'all because I'm just doing this because this is how I let out my frustrations or whatever, but it seems as though a lot of you guys are starting to enjoy it, so it's become its own show. So I thank you guys for that. And so we're going to get into it in just a second. Okay, so that's them. Okay, to let them know, because I know folks want to pay attention in this dynamic. Let's get into it, honey. We've got to go and say what a wonderful, wonderful night that this was this evening. Okay, special shout out to the Grandville Group Law Firm. Okay, these brothers and a couple of the sisters is over there, because I know we got a couple sisters on the roster. These brothers have come through, and this firm, okay, this black-owned business that we have here, housed right here in downtown College Park, over there on Harvard Avenue, right across from my place. They're right across from Liquefied and El Gordito, honey, and Baked by Dre. They're right across the street from them. They have really shown us that as a business, how much they appreciate this city. And I have got to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart that you guys are doing this. And I want to say thank you because for you to, especially in this time and in this day, you know, that you showing up and showing out the way that you're doing. This is the third event that you guys have sponsored for the city already. It's the third event. And what a wonderful, wonderful turnout that we had. I was late, child, because I'm here on the phone. I'm trying to do this. Y'all know I got the radio station, WTEA Radio, right? I'll put that in the comments, honey, if y'all want to go listen to it, because it's music 24 hours. Y'all to get some of the old Dish and Tea with Big Meat shows and this, that, and the other, and carrying on. So right now, I got a lot of stuff that's playing right now already programmed in. So go check it out and listen to it and tell me what you think. And so I'm programming the radio station, right, and getting the playlist and carrying on how I want to do this. And all of a sudden, child, I had nodded off at the computer. I got up and I said, oh, okay, this, that, and that. I got another phone call. And as we were talking, I looked at the clock. I said, oh, shit, I'm supposed to be gone. He said, what? I said, we got the movie thing going on. It started at 6 o'clock. Let me get out of here. So I had to throw something on. Y'all like my Temu? Y'all thought I had the blue one on the other day. Baby, I got this in all the colors that came in. Ha! I got the red one, the light blue one, this one, and it got an orange one, child. Honey, I got it in all the colors. Okay. Okay, and I like Fruit Loops anyway. No pun intended for all of you children out there. Y'all see I got my rainbow on. But no, this is not about the rainbow, honey. This is about the cereal itself. Ha, don't try me. Okay. That's cute. But I got together, do something on real quickly, honey. Go out here looking real cute. I showed up, and the movie was just starting. We were right at the beginning of it, carrying on. I'm like, cool. When I got there, because it was dreary out here, I did not think we were going to have the amount of people that we had. Walked up in there, child. All the children, honey, that we had. It was such a beautiful, beautiful sight to see families. They had mats out on the floor, so you had families and their little things with their kids and carrying on. And I'm going to say it is such a joy to see whole families out, you know. And this is not a jab at any single parents out there, because you know my parents divorced, and they divorced when I was 8. So from the time I was 8 on, honey, I was raised by my mother alone. Okay. So I'm not digging at single parents, but what I want to do, I want to celebrate the dads, because we have husbands and wives out, or mothers and fathers out with the children. Okay, and it was such a joy. We had, honey, the Rainbow Coalition there, baby. When I tell you that almost every demographic was represented: Caucasian, African American, Latina, Asian. We just had the rainbow of communities there. Even the Rainbow Alphabet showed up. I was one of them, but there was other folks that were there too. So we were well represented here at this event. When I walked in, you had the families that were on the mat, and then you had those who were sitting up in the bleachers and carried on. You know, you had some sitting along the wall. They had the popcorn makers and carrying on. They got hot dogs and chips and cookies and soda and water and carrying on. Just something that you would find, you know, to make it comfortable for the kids. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Child, any other time, it would have, it would have wrecked my brain cells. When you're trying to watch a movie and the kids just up and moving and carrying on, right? But because we were in such an open space, I found it so refreshing to see the children up and running to go get more water, wanting to go get another soda. Mama, can I get some more popcorn? Can we get some more popcorn? And then, oh, honey, oh, darling, 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 darling. It gave me such a joyous, joyous feeling, because it took me back to when I was their age. And we had something like this in the community. Back home in Detroit, the churches would do this and carry on, where they would have a movie night, or, you know, the rec center, because the rec center would sit down there and put a movie on or whatever. And, you know, for us, they did a little fundraiser so that they could teach children the value of $1 or whatever. So if we wanted to have snacks, we paid $0.25 for this, and, you know, this kind of thing, so that we can understand that we had to spend. It takes money to make it, and this is how you teach children these things right away. And so that's what it was, and it took me right back to that, and just to watch them, honey, to see the parents, you know, go through parenting. You know how parents do. You know, one minute we nice with them and carrying on. Okay, baby, y'all sit down. Then when they do it to us, sit your ass down. You know, didn't nobody cuss today, but you know how we do. Mama, I gotta go to the bathroom. Girl, the boys over here, the girls over there. Where? Girl, come on. You know. It was all of that, and it gave us community. Okay? It gave us wonderful, 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 wonderful community. I want to give a special shout out to Gracie. Gracie, is it Phillips or McPhillips? Grace, honey, hey, girl. It was so cute to see you out there with your with your little ones and your husband, honey. Child, that was just the bell of the ball for me. Okay. And y'all are so loving. Every time I see you, y'all are so loving with your children. It is just a joy to see parents. I love to see parents with their kids and how they are just love on your kids the way that you do and carrying on. I just love to see that. Okay. The number of fathers that were there with their kids. I saw one dad, I don't know, when they came in, he looked like he was by himself with the children. So I don't know if the mom had to work or if he's a single dad. I don't know what the circumstances are. But to see him, and they took him over there to make sure they got all the cupcakes and the little cookie or popcorn or whatever. It was just a wonderful, wonderful time. We had to have maybe about 60, 70 people there, I think. And I was like, oh, and it struck me. I was not expecting to see that many people. So I'm going to shout out the Grandville group law firm once again. Thank you so much. Mario, you were there facilitating all of this, and, you had your people there. We had City of College Park people there. Councilwoman McKenzie, she was there, and her team and stuff was there to make sure everything was done and set up and this, that, and the other. This here was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Okay. The movie that we saw was called If. Okay. And the movie itself, now though it's a child's movie, okay, and it's billed as a child's movie, it's a tearjerker for those of you who are softies like me, okay? I am a crybaby and carrying on, but I wasn't the only one. Gracie and I talked. She said, "Child, oh, it's so emotional, child." Councilwoman McKenzie she said, "Child, I'm back here tearing up on this damn movie." I said, and she didn't say "damn." That's me, okay? I said, "Girl, now y'all know I'm a crybaby anyway." But there were some real parts in this movie that spoke to the adults, okay? And the gist of the movie is to make sure that we never forget the child inside, okay? It's all about understanding how when we had imaginary friends or whatever, how when we get older and carrying on, we tend to throw away childish things. That's biblical. When I was a child, I did as a child. But when I became an adult, honey, I put away childish things. And okay, yes, we could quote that scripture. Many of us try to live by that scripture. However, scripture also says, "Except ye come unto me as a child, none would inherit the kingdom of heaven." Okay. So just in those two scriptures already, honey, already you could say that's contradictory, right? However, this is where we end up losing the interpretation. Okay. Oftentimes when we put away childish things, sometimes we become too grown for our own asses. We take ourselves too seriously. We forget to have fun. We forget to be childlike. We forget to have that child innocence that we once had, because life done showed us this. All the virtues that we learned as children, that we teach our children: tell the truth, eat your vegetables. Y'all know when as we become knowledgeable, okay, we learn how to tell little white lies to get out of this and out of that. What we call learn and choose to pick your battles, right? That's what we call it now. Pick your battle, baby. Okay, but when we were kids, we were told, make sure you tell the truth. I don't care what it is, you tell the truth. Okay. But this movie reminds us not to forget to nurture the inner child. Okay. How many of y'all had imaginary friends when you were growing up? Okay. Or better, if you didn't have an imaginary friend, your imagination ran with you. You was always in someplace else. You played dress up and you was the star and this, that, and other. Y'all know I'm Broadway, so all of us were, we always took a pen or whatever, was singing it to the pen or the hairbrush or whatever, or the wooden spoon or whatever, just giving a show and knowing that we were on stage. And I would like to thank the Academy for this, and to all the people who helped make me who I am. Thank you. Y'all know we did all that, right? How many of y'all knew y'all were, when we played cops and robbers and y'all were the cops and you sit up there and you'll chase them down and you put them in the handcuffs and y'all, how many of y'all played Super Friends? Now y'all know my story, honey. I did not play Super Friends unless I was Wonder Woman. Yes, I played Wonder Woman. And because the girls didn't spin right. They didn't do it right. They didn't do the bracelets and stuff right. They just did not do it right. So I told them, I said, no, y'all ain't doing it right. I'm going to be Wonder Woman. You can't be Wonder Woman because you're a boy. You ain't doing it right. So unless I'm Wonder Woman, I'm not playing. And that's how I was when I was a child. Secretly, I still am Wonder Woman. Okay. That ain't no damn secret. Y'all know I got Wonder Woman everything up in here. So, how many of y'all have done that? You know, and let your imagination take you. If you write, you know, for those of you who write poetry or write stories or whatever, you let your imagination go. Okay, for those of you who build, for those of you who draw, okay, whatever your talent is, you let your imagination. So if you do hair and know how to braid this and twist it here so you come up with a new hairstyle and this, that, and the other, y'all did that, right? Because it was your imagination that got you there, right? It took you there. You want to see what you can do. If you sew clothes, honey, if you're a clothing designer, know how to take that dome and sleeve and or better yet, because you don't like the dome and sleeve, honey, you just take the sleeve off, change the sleeve from a dome and sleeve to a pirate sleeve, honey, or maybe an Asian sleeve with the long little scoop. Okay, you change the outfit because you let your imagination run, right? That's the essence of this movie. The essence is to make sure that we don't lose sight of that. You know, the invisible friends, honey, they were losing themselves and losing their lives because no one can see them again. No one believed in them again and carrying on. So it was a journey of how adults rediscovered their inner friend, their inner being, their inner child, and reconnected with that peace. Because a lot of us have imaginary friends or whatever because that's where we found our comfort, right? Mine was Rodney Allen Rippey. I wonder what is he doing today. Do y'all remember Rodney Allen Rippey? For those of y'all in my age bracket, honey, he was he used to do the Jack in the Box commercials. Jack in the Box, Jack in the Box. And I was so fascinated with him because I wanted to do commercials. And I thought I can do that. So I made him my imaginary friend. My friend was Rodney Allen Rippey. Okay. Of course, I never met the man, honey, and this, that, and the other. I would love to meet him so I could tell him, do you know you were my imaginary friend when I was a kid? That would be a scream, right? So, yes, I said that out loud. But nonetheless, you know, it's about how everybody got reconnected with it and carried on. And so it also showed that our young girl who was the main character, it also showed that she too had one. You know what I'm saying? And I won't spoil the movie and carry on, but it showed what she did and all of that. So it was heartbreaking, you know, I mean, well, heartwarming, and it was it got to be sentimental because of the parts that hit you, it hit you, you know, and yeah, and then I'm already a crybaby, number one, but number two, my emotions have been so out of whack since I lost my sons and my mother and my cousins and Canada. I keep telling y'all this all the time. 2021 was a year for me. That was my 9/11 all year long. Because every month of the year, somebody close and dear to me had died. So you know, every month of the year, and then one of my sons and my mom passed 4 months apart. I had another son who passed 2 years prior to my other son. Okay, so and we just celebrated the anniversary of his death on the 9th. It's 5 years for Graylin. Graylin left about here 5 years ago, child. 5 years, Jesus. So, you know, my emotions are so out of whack to where, you know, child, I don't care if it's any kind of emotion that shows up, happy or sad, I would willow up in a minute, right? In a heartbeat. And so understanding the storyline or whatever and seeing all this, child, I'm sitting up here trying. And my baby, Miss Anna was there. Anna, she looked up, she said, "You crying over?" And I said, "Not yet, but it's coming, it's coming." So the reason why I'm going into this particular story about the movie is because there was something there for us all. You know, as kids, they just see the cartoon characters or the the imaginary friends. They see all the talking beasts, the unicorn, the this and the that, and carrying on, and they can see the little girl, making fun and drawing and carrying on. They may not necessarily understand the story, but they see a good movie. They see all of that. Us as adults, honey, it became a little bit more to that because when we scrutinized the movie and analyzed it for the meaning and for the points, it's a deep movie. It's really a deep movie. So I encourage all of you, for those of y'all who didn't come out to come and see it with us, go and watch it. I think it might be on Disney Plus or something. Because was it a Disney movie? I'm not sure. It's called If. Okay. And yeah, I encourage you to go and look at that and get yourself together because that there is something I think I know I want to put that in my repertoire over here so that I can refer back to it, and use it as a teaching tool because the messaging in it is very that way. And again, okay, why? Okay, because I'm sweaty. That's why I'm like my headline is itching for this hat, and the hat is needed for this particular look right now while I'm on camera. But shit, it's getting on my nerves, and I'm ready to put it off because yeah. Oh, I know why. My hair growing back. That's what it is. I'm like, why? Because my hair growing back and I need to shave. That's what's going on. Uh so that's why I want to highlight that. So this is a really, really, really good time and a really good community affair. So thank you guys for coming out. And I'm thanking y'all on behalf of the councilwoman, like I did something, right? Okay. But I'm thinking it because it shows that we really do love this city. That regardless of all of the hoopla that's going on, that we know how to come, together for the greater good. There is a greater good out there, and that we know how to celebrate one another and respect one another. And even though we were there together, we still had our own, we had our own individual spaces. Each family that was represented, they had their own space and this, that, and the other. And nobody was trying to step over them or claim a space. It was just a beautiful time. A beautiful time. Okay, I'm telling y'all, honey, I'm having it's phenomenal. It's really phenomenal. Now I got to be very delicate with this next part because one of the reasons why I had to take down the one I started in the car because I had gotten a telephone call, and out of respect for my sister, honey, I'm going to grant her wishes because she asked me not to say anything about it. But I can say something about it without saying something about it. Okay, but I'm telling y'all what it is because I can't go into detail, and I won't. I will respect her and not go into detail. But I'm gonna say this: it's a damn shame that we had an event like this, and those of you who are so hell bent on making sure that this recall sticks, or that you stick to your narrative of recall Councilwoman Jamel McKenzie, to where you're letting your ego, your pride, your evilness, your disdain, your what? Your callousness for political bullshit to get in the way of building community. Okay? And I keep referring to that damn shirt, United College Park, because I don't see the unity except when y'all come together in your pretty shirts and say what you say. Okay, we had an opportunity here to where we could have buried the hatchet because this has nothing to do with politics right here. Yes, Councilwoman McKenzie sponsored, this is her ward and this, that, and the other. This has nothing to do with fucking politics. This is about coming out, having a good time as family. Because remember, I keep telling y'all, regardless of what the politics are, we still got to be neighbors. When we leave the damn city hall and get off of Facebook and all this shit, doing and talking about what we talking, what's legal, what ain't legal, and all that old bullshit, we still got to be neighbors. Everybody got to get up and go pee and flush the damn toilet like everybody else. When you go to the supermarket, honey, you're not asking me if the council made a decision on whether or not I can buy a goddamn egg or not. Or if I'm transparent with what the fuck it is I'm finna get to cook for dinner. That's not what the conversation is. The conversation is, honey, are you okay? Hell, if you short, because you may be short a little bit, I can help you out if I got it or whatever to make sure that you get home to your family, because it's about feeding our families. It's about making sure that we as a community is thriving. Thriving. But when we get fuck shit to interfere because you want to get up on your motherfucking horse and do some shit all in the name of recall Jamel McKenzie, you are evil. You are evil. And everything that is evil will have its destruction day. Do know that. How fucking dare you? And you know exactly who I'm talking to. How motherfucking dare you? How dare you? How fucking dare you? Like I said, I can't get into the specifics because I told my sister. I told her I won't. I told her that I won't. But when a different narrative come out, I want y'all to come back to this tape right here. I want y'all to come back to here. Okay? Because there's going to be a different story that's going to come out of this shit. And when this story come out, I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be a motherfucking lie. Here? It is going to be a lie drafted to support this recall Jamel McKenzie fuck shit. Okay? It's a shame. It is a damn shame. It is a damn shame that we have to resort to such tactics in order to get our way. See, that's narcissistic. That there is just it's dirty pool, and it's playing, and it goes back to what the fuck it is I said earlier, that you guys have declared war. We are in a fucking civil war right here in College Park. We just don't have no artillery and stuff to be shooting and killing one another. But y'all doing it in the name of words and all in the name of recall. Y'all trying to say y'all support the mayor, and you're trying to say that you trying to unite College Park. But everything comes about fucking division. Everything, because it's done so covertly, so underhandedly, so backbitingly. It makes no damn sense. And the only people who are going to miss out on such grand opportunities, it's always the kids. It's always the kids, because it's the adults who got their fucked up feelings in the shit. It's adults. It's adults. Okay? And I wasn't going to say anything about this, but since I'm already here calling everybody out and saying what the fuck shit. Mose James. Yes, I'm talking directly to you. This big fat black motherfucker. Yeah, I got your message. I got it. But the next time you want to talk to this big black motherfucker, because I said your wife's name and I didn't disrespect her, I called her Mrs. James, you got my motherfucking phone number. You could have called me and said this conversation. You don't have to go being a little 12th grader, no little high schooler, no little junior high schooler, no little kindergarten on the motherfucking school block. You could have called me, motherfucker, and said what the fuck it is you had to say. I'm 54 years young, bitch. I'm just as grown as you are, if not growner, because I think I'm older than you. Yeah, you could have called me. Like you did with this other shit when you called yourself trying to check me on some shit that you didn't listen to. This is why I got a problem with your ass. Because you take bullshit and you take pieces. Not listen to the whole goddamn thing. You take a piece and then blow it up and create narratives. And I said that to your face. I said it on the phone and I'm saying it here. I don't have shit to hide, motherfucker. I ain't got shit to hide. But I got your goddamn message. Oh, no, it wasn't necessarily a message. It was, oh, that big black motherfucker said something about my wife. Did you listen to the whole motherfucking video yet again? Did you listen? Because I didn't call your wife out. Your wife called me out first because she responded to something on the Everything College Park, Georgia page. So I responded to her. Instead of typing, I answered her. Did you listen to the whole motherfucking video? Again? I think not. But you got my motherfucking phone number. And the next time you need to say something to this big black motherfucker, call me. Or better yet, ask me to meet you somewhere. You always want me to come by and have a drink on your goddamn porch. We could have did that. But yeah, I got your motherfucking message, this big black motherfucker. Yeah, I got it. I got it. And I want you to know that I got it. I started to call you. I really started to call you. But I said no, because y'all trolled this page anyway. And if you don't troll it, you got your motherfucking cronies that's going to sit up there and tell you what the fuck it is I said. So guess what? This big black motherfucker is telling you, the next time you got shit to say to me, you know how to call me. 404-914-5610. One more time. 404-914-5610. In case you erased it. Anything else? Huh? Any motherfucking thing else that this big black motherfucker can do for you? I'm surprised you didn't call me faggot, but you knew better. Ain't that a bitch? Oh, and by the way, your wife has my number too. We talked about that yesterday when we were at the meeting. Because she still wants to meet with me. I told her we'll go over to Barrett Park and have our discussion that we talked about. That I was talking about in the video. Yeah. So if you forgot it, ask her. It's in her phone number. She put up under my name, Demetrius. Ask her. Okay? All this old stupid shit. See, this is ego. This is ego, and this is just being evil. This is backbiting shit that it has no place. This is so far out of place, it is ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. But I tell y'all this all the time, don't I, College Park? See, I know they talk about me behind my back. I know when they get into their little circle, they talk and run their motherfucking mouths, and that's cool, because I run mine. I runs mine, honey. I do. Talk about every goddamn body. Yeah, good, bad, indifferent, honey. Kiki, all of. Yes, I do. And I know what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So it would be ridiculously insane for me to think, oh, no, they don't talk about me. Bullshit. And I done called everybody bitches and motherfuckers up in this thing. Bullshit. Here. But all of this is getting so far out of goddamn hand, and we're losing focus on what the main thing is. And this is going to be very debatable because everybody's going to say, well, no, we want to make sure that everything is transparent and accountable. They work for us. Take this motherfucking $28,000 a year job. Take it back. Take it back. But you don't have to do a recall because now that puts the city owing more motherfucking money. Spending money that we don't have, just like the mayor just did with this fucked up ass lawsuit. Spending more money that we don't have, that's not budgeted. That ain't nobody said shit about. Because y'all want to stand behind her fuck shit. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I am still trying to understand how everyone is not upset because she's not suing council. She is suing the city of College Park. That's all of us. That's all of us. That is all of us. But y'all say, oh, go, girl. Really? That don't upset you at all? Huh? Nobody has calmly and rationally thought about the implications of all of this. Huh? This is the second lawsuit in 6 or 7 damn months. The second one. But yet she's this grand mediator. This is what she does for a living, so she tell us. That she can mediate and solve problems. And yet her go-to is to sue the very city that hosts her name as mayor. All because her ego won't let her succumb to what the damn thing is. And y'all keep backing her by saying, oh, the council passed this thing stripping her of her power, and yet we keep telling y'all, go read the fucking charter. But when we tell y'all that, then we hear, oh, the charter needs to be revoked. We got a ruling that says nothing about her First Amendment speech has been violated. It says that. When she's reminded of it, she says, yeah, I know, but I'm going to do this. As someone who practiced the law, who is sworn, taking an oath, a sworn oath, that she's going to uphold the law, breaks the law every time she does that on that dais. She breaks the fucking law. But y'all don't call her out on that. Y'all say, oh, that's right, Mayor. You don't be silenced. Woman power. They don't need to silence a woman. Ego. Ego. Here, I heard the reporter ask Councilwoman McKenzie when he interviewed her, is this a power struggle? She said, no, this is not a power struggle. This is a struggle for power. This is a struggle for power. Big difference. Big, huge difference. Big, huge difference. We know when the mayor didn't even show up. And yes, I understand yesterday was her birthday or whatever. She may be out of town, whatever the case may be. This thing here about the movie on the lawn has been advertised for such a long time. It was supposed to be on the lawn, but we went indoors because it was starting to rain. So we went indoors, which made it even more intimate, child. Went indoors. The people who need to be seen, since y'all want photo ops and shit, the people who need to be seen didn't even come out. The very ones who keep saying that this is about unifying the community and we want to make sure the community, y'all didn't show up. Again. 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 not even to come and spy to see if it was worth anything. And you wonder why folks have such contempt brewing. This is why folks like me can get up here and do this. This is why Stanley Muhammad does what he does that y'all can't stand. Oh my God. Okay, I've heard so many of y'all try to go after the chief of police and asking her, why did you let him? That civility pledge is the civility pledge. If he didn't even take the pledge that day, he came in late after it. Y'all don't like what he says because, yes, it's inflammatory, and he has every right to say that. And I read, oh my God, he turned around and looked at me when he said white supremacy and racist. He turned around and he didn't. Child, Stanley Muhammad always turns around when he makes a point. He turns around to look at everybody, to look everybody over. If you caught his eyes, honey, then that means that either you were a guilty party or you were uncomfortable. That wasn't about you directly. Hell, even yesterday, I heard him. I told y'all this to the Car Chronicle. I heard him revving up. I said, "Ooh, don't do it, Stanley." And I thought I was saying it to myself. But somebody heard me. They said, he gonna do it. I said, "Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it." Because we had such a beautiful meeting. But I told y'all I put that on council. They should not have let that man get up there to speak because he missed the time. We had already shut that down. And so when Gay told him to go talk to the moderator, and we got a technicality, well, you said you was going to let one more person talk, but you missed it because you missed it. When I said come up and nobody else came up, you missed it. That's what they should have told him. But again, I'm going to reiterate, is that kind of fuck shit that gets the council in trouble because for whatever reasons, folks like Mose James, because he told me this himself, feel as though these children that the council hire him or quote unquote invite him to these particular things so that he can do this shit. Just so that it can rile up folks. Yeah, I called you out again. Ridiculous. I'm like, have you ever thought that this man got his own mind, honey? He's a citizen of College Park like everybody else. He comes here because he could do that as a citizen. He got his own mind. Why would he need somebody to come and hire him to come and speak? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. But you don't want nobody saying that about y'all because now y'all on this narrative of every time y'all wear that goddamn shirt, y'all got to get up there and say, I'm not being paid to wear this shirt. I am not seeking no contracts. I am not under contract. That's y'all little thing now. So how come y'all get to do all that, but yet he got to be the one that's hired by them to come and interrupt your day? Huh? Yes, what he says is very uncomfortable. It is very, very, very uncomfortable to hear. Okay? And yes, I myself get tired of it. But I don't necessarily disagree with it either. It's just that his presentation is fucked. His presentation of it is fucked because we're saying the same exact thing. When we tell y'all, when I sit up here and say y'all hate when I have the race conversation, I'm saying what he's saying. I just don't have to be crass about it. Y'all don't like us having the race conversation. Because why? It's too much. You don't want to see the past. When a win, we have someone who just told us, the deed of her house said that this was a whites only. The deed said that. The deed said that her house was not to be sold to anybody non-white. And yet we don't want to talk about this. Because those of you who say y'all been here all this time or whatever, that's the shit that's the part of the history that y'all don't want to talk about. When we talk about the differences between Conley and Brady, y'all don't want to talk about that. Huh? Y'all don't want to talk about it. So when we get a Stanley Muhammad to come up, okay, and talk about plantation politics and this, that, and the other, It makes you uncomfortable because now he's being crass. Well, what else is it? What else? What else? What else? Because that's what it was at the time. That's what it was at the time. Now, we supposedly we have advanced from those times, correct? If we've advanced from those times, then why is shit still damn near the same? Oh, y'all gonna say, oh, well, no, it can't be the same because we got more black folks that own homes in World War I, and we got black folks here. We got black, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna leave it there because I can go dot dot dot. Okay, we go dot dot dot, and those are uncomfortable conversations. Now, for those of y'all who are the ones who know what I'm talking about, who not offended by what I'm saying because you really understand that the race card has to be dealt with because it's a part of our. There's no way that we cannot get around it. You understand? And just because you're not going around calling nobody the N-word all day, and just because you allow yourself to have black neighbors and carry it on, and just because you can say, I got black friends, does not mean that racism does not exist here. Because it shows up in any other kind of way. It shows up subtly. It shows up in ways that you may not even believe is racist. Because why? This is a part of who you are. You being yourself. But when it's pointed out, now all of a sudden it's a goddamn problem. And like, no, honey, that's offensive. What do you mean that's offensive? That can't be. I'm telling you that it is. For instance, my name is Motley Broom, not Broom. My name is Motley Broom. And anybody who doesn't address me as that is being disrespectful. Didn't she say that from the dais? Opening up the meeting the other day. Same difference, right? Same difference. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. War. We have a civil war going on that is taking root, and it's nasty, and it's evil, and it's unfucking necessary. Unfucking necessary. Because we're at a point now we don't know how to agree to disagree. We are at a point now to where we're constantly pointing fingers. We are at a point now to where our egos and our evilness and maliciousness and maligning is getting to the point we can't even enjoy community anymore. We can't even enjoy that anymore. Because it got this lurking, overshadowing presence that, damn, somebody is waiting to do a gotcha moment. Go watch the movie If. If you had it came out, perhaps it would have given us a little lighter perspective. But I encourage you, sit yourself down with yourself and go watch it. And perhaps that may be something you need to do. Tap into your inner child. Tap into your imaginary friend. So that you can reconnect to something there. So whatever this hardness is, whatever this coldness is, whatever this bullshit is that got you blocked to where you go do some fuck shit the way that you did, sir. Huh? Unlock that. Go watch that movie. And get in touch with that inner child and that imaginary friend again. Or at the very least, go take a goddamn laxative, because maybe that's what you need to have a good shit. Relieve yourself. Perhaps you just boggled up all up in here. Your intestines or whatever just got to flush. Do a flush. Go do a detoxifying flush. What the Riddler say in Batman? The town needs the animal. Okay, I'm taking my hat off now because I said what the fuck it is I said. You don't like it? Kiss my black ass. Okay, twice. Okay, because that's how I feel right now. Because the fuck shit that was done, the fuck shit that was done, the fuck shit that was done was completely and totally unnecessary. All the players involved, all the players involved. Mm-hmm. Y'all kiss my dirty ass. I hope to God when you do, I had just had one old good one, diuretic one. Yeah, that's nasty. I know I'm being crass as hell, but I don't give a fuck because what you fucking did was nasty and it was evil. It was from the pure gates of hell itself. The pure gates of hell itself. The west side of hell, in fact. That was evil. That was evil. That was motherfucking evil. That was evil. 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 But every seed that's planted, honey, does have a motherfucking harvest time. Every seed that is planted has a harvest time. You understand me? Oh, yeah. All right. So on that note, honey, I'm out of here because I'm finna relax. I got to be up in the morning, and I got to go to the donut factory. I got to be there at 7 in the morning. So y'all might give a car chronicle in the morning. Y'all might not. I don't know. Depends on, like I said, what the Lord give me to give, honey. Something else may just inspire me. Okay. But tonight, it started off so beautifully, and then we get this particular news. Mm-mm. Late tawdry, just tawdry, tacky, evil, 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 evil.